My name's Stephen Lilly from Addtime, and I'm just going to explain how to get the Anziv terminal working with the Addtime Lite software. So all I've done at the moment is I've plugged it in. Black cable is the power, and the white-grey cable is the network. Just plugged it in, and everything's okay here. So what we need to do now is install the software. Okay, the hardware should come with the software, but if it doesn't, I've uploaded everything to another web page. It's updates.addtimerecording.com, and you can see just over here, that's the Addtime Lite software. So I'm just going to click on that, download it, and install it. Okay, so I've successfully downloaded the program. I've just put it onto my desktop, and all you got to do is just double click on it. Follow the instructions. It's usually just next, accept the agreement, next, 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 and install. It doesn't take very long to install. There's not a lot to it. There you go, it's finished. There's my two icons. So I'm going to go into the software now. It will ask for a password, but there isn't one when you first go in, and you'll be presented with this new device registration screen. Now, the best way of doing this is to put the Anziv OA1000 clock, and it's going to ask you for your serial number. If you're not sure what the serial number is, it should be written on your box, or alternatively it's on the other side of the clock. I'll just show you. Just there, the serial number 06102215, etc. So you just need to type that in. Okay, so we're back into the software now, having installed the hardware. We just really need to set it up now. So I'm going to go to Setup Device. I've already added in an IP address, but I'm just going to change it. So I'll call it the Addtime clock. Like that. And we need to get an IP address for this clock now. This is something that your IT should be able to help you with, but if not, the best thing to do is to load up a command prompt. To do that, you can just right click at the bottom here, run CMD, Charlie Mother Delta, and you need to find out what your computer's IP address is, so ipconfig. And that's the line that we're interested in here, the IPv4 address. So you can see that mine's a 192.168.1 address. You can also see my subnet mask. This will be down as mask on the terminal, and I've got a default gateway as well. If you're not sure what IP address to give to the clock, just change this last number here, and it'd be a good idea to test it out. So ping to send a test signal. 192.168.1, and then I'm thinking a high number, so maybe 210 for example. So you can see that I'm not getting a response from 210. That means that I can use 210 for the clock machine. So I'll just wait for this to time out. Yeah. Okay, back to the clock then. So I can set this as 210, so I'm just going to press the menu key. Now normally you'd have to actually log in this, but because no one's added at the moment, press 0, okay. It's going to ask you for a password, which is 12345. And we're now logged in, so if you just have a look over here, you've got the comms set up. And it looks like I've already set this up, but effectively you just need to fill in these boxes to match what we had on the computer before. So I think I said 210 for this, so let's click OK. 192.168.1, and then I said 210. There you go. Mask, as I said, is subnet mask. Gateway is correct. Server IP, don't really need that. The port 5010 is correct. Just going to OK this. M to save it and exit. So I'm going to press it a couple times to get us out. Now, in theory, when I type in what I did before again, we should now get a response from the clock. Okay, you can see that I didn't actually get a response until here, the 4th attempt. I think that's just basically because it takes a while for the new IP address to kick in, so I'm just going to try it one more time. We should get 4 replies this time. Yeah, just took a bit of time. Right, back to the software again. So we've got this new IP address now of 192.168.1.210. And I'll just save that. Now you can see here, this is where your password is that we used before. You can change that if you want, and this is the serial number to my clock, slightly different to before. I have the Anziv C2, which is full colour. I'm just going to save that. Make sure it's on network, obviously, and that should now work. I'm just going to try it out. The best way to actually test that your clock's working is not to click on connect here, it's to just come out of this screen and to click the sync device, because it'll tell you up here exactly what it's doing, where that's kind of hidden on the other one. So you can see it's downloading users from the device, it's downloading clockings. You can actually see that I've already been playing around with this one because we've already got 18 people on the clock. It's downloaded everything, so that should be working. Once you've got the hardware and the software working, it's just a question of adding all your people into the software, printing off your reports and whatnot. It's these tabs up here. So if you want to add new people in, click on users, new user, and you're filling in an ID number, so that's going to be the number that's on the clock. Name. If you want to put them in the department, do that. You don't need to do shifts as long as you don't work over midnight. And when you're happy, you just click on save. You've also got your reports. What date range is the report going to be? And calculate report. That'll basically just go through and show everyone's records. So you can see this person has been clocking in on Thursday, Wednesday. We've got a grand total there. If you want to print that, click on share. You can print it, you can send it to Excel, Sage, whatever you want really. If you want to fix, say this day over here, add another clocking, you need to go to punch. Let's have a look who we've done it for, so it's Alan. So I've found Alan's record. I've put it on the 3rd, so that's the date that we're having issues with, so you can see 3rd of April. And these are the clockings that Alan's got on the day, and you can see that there's a double clocking there. This is probably us playing around with the system, so I'll just quickly delete this one. And obviously to fix Alan's record, we can see that they clocked out at 18:22, so let's say they clocked in at 9. So we got in at 9, out at 18:22, recalculate the report, and Alan now has 2 clockings and 9 hours 22 according to the schedule. Okay, so we're back on the clock now. I've just logged myself in again using the same commands as I did last time, and we're going to go to manage user. Just put that down here. And I'm going to go to modify user, because this should already be on here because we've synced, remember. I have to put in the user ID. Now Alan is number 2 on the software, so just press number 2, okay. And you can see it's filled in Alan's name. It's asking for a password. That's if you want Alan to be able to log into the terminal. I'm just going to go straight to the enroll fingerprint. Is that one there? Okay.
Place your finger.
And it's just going to ask me to put my finger on it basically twice. and then it moves on to another finger, and you can put up to 10 fingers on the software. And once you're finished, you can see it's just the M key, this one over here, to save it, and then press it again to exit, and that will enroll a fingerprint.